that everything changes. And I went, whoa, because usually I try to figure it out ahead of time. And then, whoa, again, It's worth seeing just because of the two whoas. So.
Hello and welcome to episode 81 of What the Flick podcast. Okay, I'm Susan Ayers.
I'm Patty Smith.
I'm Lon Shima.
George Sanchez.
Okay, and so our movies this week are One of These Days, Leave the World Behind, Nonas, and The Witch, Part 1, The Subversion. Okay, so George, you seem like into it.
So
it's your movie.
That was my movie, yes. The Shakespearean, no. So my movie is Korean. It's the Korean. And it's called The Witch. It's called Part 1, the
Subversion.
Subversion. Hey, did I only print? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Subversion, yeah. So it's basically, it's actually an interesting movie. I had it, when I first saw the trailer for years back, which was, 2018? I meant to watch it and I put it in my queue, and then finally we got around to watching it. I was on the elliptical and watched it. Oh, this is better than I thought. I'll make it my movie. And I kept thinking, I'm going to do something else. Does Jason Statham have a movie yet? No. And then I was like, nope, this is my movie. It's good. So the movie starts with, when you think witch, you're thinking, it's going to be one of those like the Anya Taylor-Joy movie or one of the witches or some kind of witch. Mm. But the movie starts off that there's some kind of massacre in this place. And you see this guy's in the woods chasing kids, and he's chasing this young girl. She's about 8 years old, and she's bloody, and she's running. And then so they're trying to find her, and she manages to escape. I'm thinking, okay, what kind of movie is this? It's pretty brutal. The intro was really brutal, so I'm going, ooh, this is rough one. So those Koreans are doing it again. So I keep watching. And then you see that this farmer is in the fields, with hay and everything, given to his cows, and he sees such a figure in the distance, and it's a girl. And then so he comes and grabs her and says, he calls for his wife, help. There's a child here. And that's the beginning of the movie. That's the setup. And then, in fact, I don't even know if that's how the credits begin right away, because you're like, ooh, what's going on? So, and then it goes right away, 10 years later. So she's now 18, or she's about to be 18, I think.
Right.
And then, and she's, it almost feels like that sounds like a comedy. It's like, plucky girl, and everybody's, there's like one guy that likes her, and she wants to get feed for her, for the cows, for her father, and then the
poor babies.
Yeah, poor babies, and the guy doesn't want to sell it to her, and she's like, but then the son gives him the feed, and it's like, oh, you see a pretty girl, you lose your mind and everything, hey, and then the cop shows up, and it's like, what's going on? And it's like, oh, it's what's her, whatever her name is in the
her name is Koo Ja-yoon.
Okay, so whatever Koo is up to it again, and hey, she's driving without a license. Yes, she is. I should arrest her, but yeah. But she ends up. It happens that she's her best friend is the police's daughter too. So, and then you have the next scene with her best friend, and so it's just like a light Korean movie is happy-go-lucky, and then you see her that she wants to. Her friend enters her in a singing contest, which is like like American Idol. And then, and her friend is really funny too. She has a comedy routine on this movie. She's just plucking me. And she's constantly calling her bitch. I said, why do you call me bitch? Oh, you're a bitch. It's funny. And then, so she enters this contest, and she does really well. And apparently she does one specific trick in this contest that suddenly brings attention to her. And now suddenly a group are coming out, like you see people like, oh, look at that. So now she's gathered the attention of whatever she might have been running from when she was a child. And then the movie starts taking a different turn, and suddenly it goes from being like a really plucky Korean movie to start taking a dark turn. Now, and then, and it goes from there. I mean, I actually really enjoyed this movie. The beginning, I thought I was watching it was going to be some really rough horror film. But then I like the lightness of it in the beginning with the family and just the friends and everything, and her friend. And then I actually even the twist where it goes to I enjoyed too. I thought it was very clever. Very, it's like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
So, I mean, without really spoiling it, it was like I really enjoyed this movie.
Okay, so I really like watching foreign films. This I would describe as a sci-fi action horror, I would say, right?
You think it's horror? I don't think it's horror.
Please. The reason I like foreign films is the presentation is different. There's a lot of humor in this film. Like a lot of times when you watch horror movies, there's a lot of suspense and a lot of intensity. This starts out as actually really light. Like the two girls.
Well, I would say starts out light.
No, right. You're right.
The very intro is rough, but then it goes really like...
The meat of it. Yeah. The meat of it starts light. So you have the two girls, Koo Ja-yoon, who is Kim Da-mi, and Byeong-ok, who is Go Min-si, are very funny. They're both very funny. The plot is pretty good, but you have to pay attention because it's kind of intricate. There's like lots of stuff going on. And then there's a nice little surprise from our heroine, Koo Ja-yoon. And at the end of the show, you realize you should not underestimate her. So that's kind of it. I mean, it's kind of like not my genre of movie, like Patty's wasn't my genre of movie. But like that movie, it was pretty good. It was like it had a good plot, it had a good ending, it had good writing, and it had the two girls again, Kim Da-mi and Go Min-si. They actually had great chemistry together. So, yeah, I liked it.
I liked it. At the beginning, I thought I didn't like it. I thought, it's kind of boring. But I realized what they were doing. It's not until she goes into that singing contest that everything changes. And I went, whoa, because usually I try to figure it out ahead of time. And then, whoa, again, It's worth seeing just because of the two woes. So I don't think I want to see 2 or 3. It wasn't that good.
Right.
But you want to follow it.
Yeah. It's like, I can only watch so much fighting. How many can you do? And so there's going to be a lot of zit. But it's worth seeing. I got to say, whoever wrote it, brilliant.
That's it? Oh, okay.
The end.
Well, yeah.
It's going to get a 4, I know it.
No, it was written by Park Hoon-jung, who wrote and directed this film. And you're right. I think he did a really good job because, like I said, I thought, oh, great. Seeing 2 kids covered in blood. It's like, oh, my God. Because there's a boy and a girl. The girl escapes. The boy's still there. And then, like you said, all of a sudden it's like, okay, she gets raised by this family, has to take care of cows. They're farmers. The mother has dementia, but is very affectionate towards the daughter. You can tell that.
They're very poor.
Right. They don't have money. So that's the only reason she decides, oh, how can I get money? And her friend's telling her, oh, go do this. You can get 500 million. I don't know what the denominations there is.
Yeah, and I think it was also her mother needs an operation.
Well, I know she just said she can pay for all the medical bills and da-da-da. And I thought, okay. And, let's face it. I'm sure by even today's standards, everyone knows that K-pop stars are really big in America now. So you can make a lot of money doing that. And I think that's what it is, basically, right? Is one of those America's Got Talent or American Idol kind of thing. Right. So I will give it to the Kim Da-mi. I think she's excellent playing this Ja-yoon as the 18-year-old version because she comes off very sweet. Like I said,
shy.
But sweet and also ballsy.
But I was gonna say not so much ballsy, but she's not naive about things.
Right.
Because like I said about the beginning about her getting the guy to give her the food, and stuff like that, and it's like okay, and then like, driving without a light, all the little things she's doing, but you realize and then because even the guy who she basically takes the. He says, oh, no, you owe us money. And then he takes it and he gets mad at his assistant. But even the cop says, well, don't bother them. The father's not well, And like he even is looking after that family thinking, okay, yeah, she might be a pain, but, we can deal with it kind of thing. So it's like, okay, and you're right. See, because I just said, okay, yeah, it opens up with kids and blood. Oh, it's probably going to end with kids and blood. So, but that middle part of the movie, once it goes to the family and all that, it's like, oh, okay, this is sort of a fun little movie because the chemistry, like you said, between her and the Gomin Si character, the Myung-hee, it's really funny because one seems to know everything, and that's why she's always guiding her, you know. Oh, yeah, go do this. Oh, you got to do this.
I'll be a manager, I'll be a thick 50.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I like even the fact that, you know, when they're eating dinner at the house, right, that she's telling her how great she was and how she can do this, you know, to the parents and everything. But then, you know, it's very sad when the mother says, oh, you know, turns to her husband and said, who are these two girls eating with us, you know, and where's my daughter, you know? And it's like, oh, and that's the sad part. That's why it's like, oh, it's sort of lighthearted, but then, you know, they both realize what's going on. So it's like, oh, I wonder where this is going but I thought, okay, something's going to happen. And then you're right. Everything changed. The mood changes once she appears on the show.
Right.
Now, from there on, it's like, okay, you can sort of almost see possibly where this is going, but...
And then it takes another zoom.
Well, that's going to say, even I didn't, you know, I just thought, wow, this is actually really clever and smart of what they did, in my opinion. Because you do see two, quote unquote, of the villains. Well, actually, technically three, because one is the young boy, but one of the henchmen and then this female doctor.
Right.
That once she appears on the show, they re-enter it and think, oh, okay. Because supposedly they thought she would die for some reason, and you wonder why. And I think she was close to death.
Well, they figure an 8-year-old out in the wild on her own, she'll die eventually.
Yeah, but she also has that whatever's going on. Remember, she has headaches.
Yeah.
She starts having
Well, that's the
headaches.
thing. You see her going through that, and you don't even know what that is really, except that you're thinking, is it trauma? Because, like I said, she was covered in blood when you sort of know this character. And so you're right. I think it's from, and I don't like the violence in particular, but even I was thinking, you know, this makes complete sense of what's going on. I mean, they don't deviate from that. And as you might think it gets cruel towards the end. I thought, oh, but you know, this makes complete sense. I'm going with everything. In fact, I do want to see the sequel now because of
Let me
how
know
it
if it's
ended.
any good.
Well, that's the thing. I just thought, oh, I wonder what they can do with this because it is such an odd story. But like I said, it was just at first I thought, okay, where's this going? And then, oh, entertaining. Then it goes another direction. It's like I said, returns to that dark side. It's like, oh, but this is equally entertaining to me, you know? And you're right. It's almost like watching two different movies, but I think you're set up so well with that relationship between the two girls that it's like, okay, this has taken me for a loop. So I would recommend this movie only to see what your reaction is, anyone's
Absolutely.
reaction is to this whole movie, because I was impressed with this. And I'm not a big Korean film fan, so I don't know if all Korean movies this. I do agree with you, though. They usually tend to be violent and sort of cruel. So that's one thing I sort of know. Because all the movies I've seen are usually
Well, the last one
violent
I did was Burning.
or...
Burning was the last one I did that was Korean.
Okay.
My first time I saw Korea was a Korean film festival. I was kind of home. I was sick or something. It was a long time ago. And I watched a Korean film festival on HBO. And everything it kind of reminded me of a lot of Japanese books that I read. This kind of, as if there's something magical going on. But it actually doesn't end that way in heavy drama. So they're intense. So it was kind of like, I would have thought this movie was Japanese, actually. I didn't know it was Korean.
Well, they had a research, you met Parasite, and then the Burning one too.
I know.
Well, see, that was the thing. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, exactly. Because I think the first Korean movie, I think, was either called Shiri or Shikiri, I can't remember, about assassins and how they made assassins, which basically it's like, okay, put everyone in a room, last man standing, you're our assassin, kind of thing, right? That's what I said, cool. But then, like you said, then you see movies before even Parasite, what was the guy? Oh, The Host. Remember when I did The Host?
Yes, The Host, yes.
And I thought, okay, here's a funny, but yet violent kind of monster movie, right? And I thought, oh, how entertaining. The Koreans are really making interesting films.
They really are.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like I said, the Parasite guy, he also did the one on the train. Remember that?
Oh,
Snow-
sure.
Train to
Train to
Busan?
Busan.
No.
There was that
Snowpiercer?
one.
Yes.
Snowpiercer,
Snowpiercer.
right.
That was great.
And that's what I mean. So Koreans are making
Well,
such
Train to Busan is a
fascinating
great
movies.
movie too. I
But
love
yeah,
it.
that's another one too.
Have you
exactly.
seen it?
Yes. Oh, yes.
And then Peninsula too.
And that's why, like, their filmmaking, it's like, oh, they're really intrigued. But like, this was a surprise to me because this is, like I said, it's like, okay, is it going to go there? No, it doesn't seemingly go there, but no, it does.
Yeah.
And it does seem to have like a series. This could be a series. I could
also,
see how
I
it's
could
going
see
there.
this actually being a TV series.
Yeah.
There is a
quality.
TV series
Yeah.
called Witch, but it might be a different thing. It's also Korean.
okay.
But I thought, like you, I thought also the level of violence later in the movie, it makes sense. It makes total sense.
Right.
And there was a lot of times I was going, damn.
They don't lean
They don't mess with this
on
one.
the violence just to get through the movie. It's equally smart in the writing. So I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, it's sort of almost just like you almost want to see people die in this movie.
You know I do.
Absolutely.
Okay, it'll be interesting.
Okay.
I'm dying to know what you're going to do on this one.
So is that it for us? So that will be me. Eh?
Yeah.
I give it a 7.
I give it a 9.
I give it a 6.
No, I enjoyed it. I give it a 9 too. I enjoyed it.
Okay, so that ends episode 81. I hope you'll watch some of these movies and give us your opinion and like us and give us a thumbs up and, you know, buy us a coffee.
Give us some-
Patreon, because apparently
Patronage us.
patronage us because apparently we hadn't. How do you put that? We hadn't.
Published it or something.
It wasn't
official.
published. We thought we had it, but now we actually have it.
We
So
don't
that's
really know what
great.
it is, but it's supposed to be a good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly.
Many
we don't know.
articles to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
So that's really it, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.